Hi, I'm Tim Roble, and welcome to another episode of Adventure Athlete. This is day 2 of Star Wars Land that's now been open to the public. And this place is super amazing. We've done a lap through. We went and got some breakfast. So we're coming in right here next to like Big Thunder Railroad. And walking through, and visually there's just so much to look at. They've done really a great job of making this place a new land. Everyone here is kind of in, I don't know what you call that, like character, I guess would be the perfect word for it. So you go up to order a coffee up here in the restaurant. They don't have coffee, but they have, I believe they called it Black Calf. And, you know, everything's in character. You ask somebody something about something, and they keep it like it's not Disney. So I think that was kind of a cool touch. For me, as a Imagineer, a designer, there's visually just so much cool stuff to look at. And it's, you know, it's really well done and laid out. So for myself, being an Imagineer, a designer, an engineer, I look at all the little details, like what it took to somebody imagined this light pole and put that through, and you know, they designed it, engineered it, and had fabricators fabricate it along with the parts. And there's several different types throughout this land here, which made it really cool. So walking up here, we had the breakfast, which you got like something that's like a oatmeal something, and then a wrap that had a sausage, eggs, cheese, and kind of like a pita type bread. And that was really good. I believe we were at the $16 marker for 2 coffees, and we split one of those. But yeah, it was really good. Actually pretty filling, and pretty actually amazing. I'm saying pretty and super too much, but visually I'm overwhelmed by some of the cool stuff going on. Everywhere you look, there's been attention to detail, and like the light boxes up here for lights. You know, somebody had to sit down and imagine what that would look like in a distant land, and then it went through a maybe a storyboard or a design layout. Then it went to engineering, and then you know, a manufacturing process was set up for that. So right here's where we ordered our breakfast. Then you kind of come over to this open air area. And once again, just the detail and the layout. If you guys have been watching my channel, you'll notice that like I match painted everything in the truck with like a rustic fade. And I got that from Disney, from just looking at some of this stuff. A lot of this stuff is all, of course, artificially aged and artificially built. You know, we look here, the patina that's on that is a fake spray paint fade. But I think that's really a neat way to get a look, and that's one of the things I really wanted to do with the adventure truck, is I wanted it to look like it was rustic, like you were living in a cabin, like it's been used, and something that's very peaceful to do, you know, easy to maintain. So there's a lot of design parameters that I put into that to make it work. Won't take you into the bathrooms, but the bathrooms are very unique for Disney. A lot of rustic and copper that I really liked. So now we're kind of coming out into the forest, and this actually takes you out to the exit, or one of the exits. But I'm going to take you down, and we'll just kind of video the right side as I'm walking. And as we get down towards where the exit's going to be, I'll make a U-turn and then film the right side coming back this way, and we'll go out another exit. They've really done a great job with the aesthetics and just the visualization. You know, once again, all these rocks and all this structure is all artificially built, and we've watched that over about the last year and a half. Here we have another light pole. You can see that's somebody else's different vision and design of what it should be. They got a new ride, I believe it's called the Resistance Outpost, that is not open yet. But once again, I don't come to Disney for the rides. I just come to let my mind relax and check out different ways to build stuff. I really love to build and create, and I really believe that a lot of my creations are my best stuff is in front of me, is what I'm trying to say. A little bit lost for words. We just spent 5 days at Newport Dunes, and we came out of that. And you see stormtroopers walking around and everything also. This land is pretty amazing. Look at some of these based on like a pod with the awnings that open up. I don't know if those actually shut at night or not. I'd imagine not, but never know. So this would be the opening to the Resistance Outpost. And once again, that's not open. So another type of light fixture. And this one I really liked the detail that they put on the legs, like maybe like a lunar lander or something. Adjustable legs. They really did take the time and do the detail correct to make this stuff really look cool. Even some of the trees and shrubs and everything are very, what I'll call even like maybe period correct for what you would think you would see out in space. Now we're walking out towards one of the exits. It looks like there's 3 entrances and 3 exits in this land. But for me, I want to get this on film also. Is I'm really amazed by these light fixtures, light poles. These kind of remind me of growing up in Redlands with the old smudge pots, and they just kind of have that cool look to it. You know, it's rustic. Looks like something you would run into out in the middle of the orange groves, and that does kind of remind me a little bit of my childhood. And right there is the exit, and you can see we've went through 3 different types of light poles, maybe 4 in the park. For myself, as a fabricator, machinist, a builder, working out of wood, metal, I look at all of this stuff and I understand how complex a lot of this stuff was. You know, a lot of this stuff is a cast, and you know, all poured like this coupler right here. I'm pretty sure they don't CNC machine that. Pretty sure that both halves of those are a sand cast type product. Really thought that they did a great job on these spacecraft. And once again, we look at the
deck conditions on deck 3. Repeat, we are on active ordnance deck conditions.
You look at the paint here and the fade on everything. You know, it looks like this has been here forever, but of course it's brand new. Got here this morning, it was actually raining, and it's kind of made it a neat environment. I think it slowed some of the traffic down that would have been inside the park already. I think a lot of people are afraid to get wet, so they just took a little pause, and now people are starting to flow in, that the weather is starting to break. Little things like the steam and smoke coming out of that. This, once again, the attention to detail, you know, like this rock structure and everything here, all of these spires, all of that it was started off as flat ground and built up, which is amazing to me because they've done this in about a year and a half, and just enough to get everything open and get people in and flowing. Kind of one of those things, you know, get something working and then build on it. My theory, you know, the truck, when I finished it and took it out camping the first time, wasn't a complete product. And as we spend more time in it now, we're finding that we're making little revisions and it's becoming a really nice polished product. Really love this tree. I don't know what this is, but it definitely looks like something that would grow in space. Looks like it has some type of bean pod or pods on it. But you think about all of that for myself, you know, all of the thought process that went into this with all of the different, I guess Disney calls them Imagineers. But there was somebody that imagined all of the forest and what the forest would look like. There's someone that imagined, you know, what a light fixture or a light pole would look like. And we see different types, you know, throughout. So I imagine there was more than one person. I know there was more than one person that probably was even in charge of lighting. Little things like these switches illuminate at night. And we haven't come here at night yet. This is our first day. And I imagine this place is going to look pretty different and pretty neat at night. We do tend to like Disney in the nighttime, just because of the lights. Chewy again. Yeah. All around you look in the buildings, you know, there's so much attention to detail in everything. Oh, once again, that's what you expect from Disney. You know, Disney is known for really doing a nice product, and that's why I like to come down here. I talked to a lot of my buddies. They're like, dude, you ride motorcycles, you're gonna go down and ride the rides at Disney? No, not necessarily. That's you know, I do ride a ride from time to time, but there's probably half the time we come to the parks that we just, me and my wife, we walk around and just enjoy the sights and the energy that's here. And for myself, I'm always looking at how something is built, how is it put together, how they manufacture that. You know, this is a blend of a fence, in my opinion, that is a little bit of the old brought to the new. Looks like something you would see out on a cattle farm or something. So I must have said wow 10 times this morning just looking around, because the height of some of this stuff is just stunning. You notice we got slight variations in these fixtures here. So we did jump in line this morning, single rider line for Smuggler's Run. It seems like they were having some mechanical problems with that ride. Once again, we got the stormtroopers running around harassing people. But this is like, it must be 100 feet in the air.
Wait right there. You again.
I thought this was pretty visually appealing. Some of these carvings right here. It's a gift shop. Now we're coming up on the ride Smuggler's Run. Right here, got a single rider and standby wait. Standby was 60 minutes when we came in this morning. Now we're up to 105. Take a look around here. Not as epic as the Grand Canyon, but pretty epic visually anyway. Very stimulating for myself. It's just getting design features. I'll be coming through this park probably a couple times a month, just checking out new stuff. Sometimes you go through the first time and you notice that like you didn't even see that. And Disney is known for changing stuff up time to time. Got a line. I forgot what this is here. I think this is the bar. And right now you have to take reservations for that, and reservations to build your own personal lightsaber. Once again, you know, like we have talked about remodeling our kitchen and doing something like this on the doors, just to kind of make it more open air.
You mean, yeah, exactly. 7-3. Joshua, look at this.
I think the attention to detail really makes things super cool. A few things I've seen today that I wasn't impressed with. They had some stuff molded in that I thought should have been its own molding. But no complaints. So over here we have a milk bar.
Are we gonna take a picture?
And once again, I like all the lights fixtures in here. Just a different look, you know, something cool, something new. Not even sure I've watched all of the Star Wars movies, so I can't say that I'm like a super Star Wars buff or fan, but I am a fan of building stuff, and there's enough cool stuff to look at. You know, all these grates, just the way stuff's done. Once again, the artificial aging that's done on stuff is cool to me. It's a brand new product, it's brand new land. But yet everything has that artificial aged on it that I really like. So I've talked about 3 exits. This would be another one of the exits right here. And we'll continue on. I've kind of done a perimeter of the place and a giant circle. And kind of heading back. Water fill station, that's nice. Drinking fountains. That's one of the things I noticed in Laughlin, like with the casinos. There is no drinking fountain. You have to go buy a water or gamble and get a water. So it's nice that they actually have water fill stations, and the water actually tastes really good here. I'm sure it's just Anaheim's water. I'm sure it's not filtered or anything, but it's good tasting water. Once again, the shrubbery is just really cool. Kind of looks exotic. You know, we are down close to the beach, about 9 miles away. So a lot of this stuff stays lush and grows really well. So now we're back to the beginning where we kind of started. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you like this type of thing, please like and subscribe, and have a lot more things coming out. We're just trying to right now share new adventures and new things. So thank you guys for watching. I'm Tim Rubble, and I'll catch you guys here next time.